The best electric scooters in 2024 Canada. Here are our top picks for the best electric scooters for adults, kids, and commuters. When it's too far to walk but too short to drive, then maybe one of the best electric scooters is the answer. Electric scooters have exploded in popularity because they're easy to use and zip you around quickly. And, because they're more compact than bikes, they're easier to store in apartments and smaller spaces. Choosing the best electric scooter for your needs comes down to price and purpose. What are you willing to spend, and what are you using it for? We've tested dozens of scooters, ranging from less than $200 to more than $1,500 to find the best electric scooter for everyone. In the process, we've taken them over hill and dale, on subways and trains, through cities and suburbs, to see how well they perform in a variety of conditions. Regardless of the electric scooter you choose, we suggest plenty of practice before you hit the road. If you're looking for something for your child, be sure to check out the best electric scooters for kids, as well as our guide to the best bike helmets. You'll also want to pick up one of the best bike locks to make sure that your scooter doesn't get stolen. In this video is all of our favorite picks for the best electric scooters in Canada for 2024. 1. Hiboy S2 Pro Plus Electric Scooter for Adults. Dual brakes and some fancy lights. Pros. Quick acceleration curve. Design inspired by the Xiaomi Mi 365 mobile app. Option to attach a seat. IP54 water-resistant rating. Flat-resistant tires. Cons. Heavier than similar scooters. Lacks smooth ride quality. The Hiboy S2 has several features you don't typically find on a budget electric scooter. These include such things as dual brakes, both regenerative, and a mechanical disc, and lights, not just in the front and back, but around the sides of the scooter, too. Not only does it make you more visible, but it's also a really cool effect. I also like the very clean design of the Hiboy S2. There aren't a lot of dangling wires and such. The one caveat is its rear latching mechanism, which was a bit finicky. The S2's 350-watt motor proved up to the task for most situations, but like most budget scooters, I found it had trouble on hills. Its battery life is good for a scooter in this price range, but expect to charge it every few days if you plan on doing a lot of riding. In summary, the Hiboy S2 Pro is a standout electric scooter that offers a combination of power, efficiency, and intelligent features. Its brushless motor, regenerative battery, and sleek design make it suitable for adults looking to enhance their daily commute or enjoy leisurely rides around town. 2. Segway Ninebot Max Electric KickScooter. The best electric scooter for those who want to go far. The Segway Ninebot Max Electric KickScooter is an excellent upgrade to the original, featuring a longer range, more powerful motor, and some excellent new safety and security features. For starters, the Segway Ninebot Max Electric KickScooter has turn signals built into the handlebars that we found to be plenty bright, at least to oncoming traffic. You can also set an unlock code to help deter thieves, and Apple Find My is built in, should the scooter ever go missing. You should still get one of the best bike locks to be safe. The G2's 1000-watt motor was more than powerful enough to get me up steep hills, and a capacious battery was able to deliver about 22 miles of range. That's shorter than Segway's advertised 43 miles, but still longer than most other scooters. And, thanks to dual suspension and thick 9x 2.5-inch inflatable tires, I was able to ride around in comfort. 2. Cons. This scooter weighs a heavy 53.5 pounds, so it's not something you'll want to carry around. Cruising around my neighborhood, I was pleased with the smooth ride offered by the KickScooter Max's 10-inch tires. Despite the lack of shock absorbers, it took on potholes and sidewalk cracks like a champ. Where the Onegi I rode has dual 250-watt motors, the Max has a single 350-watt motor in its rear wheel. Nevertheless, the Max was able to power me up steep inclines nearly as easily as the Onegi. Segway claims the Max can handle 20-degree inclines, and I believe it. On one incline that caused other, less powerful scooters to slow down to 5 to 6 miles per hour or less, the KickScooter Max was able to maintain a speed of around 9 to 10 miles per hour. The Onegi, which has dual 250-watt motors, did a bit better, averaging around 14 miles per hour. While not as elegant in design as the Onegi Model 1, the Segway Ninebot KickScooter Max is still one of the best electric scooters because it delivers a lot of performance at a reasonable price. For $800, nearly $200 less than the Onegi, the KickScooter Max gets you around just as fast and just as smoothly, over longer distances. 3. Niu KG2 Electric Scooter for Adults. The best electric scooter overall. The Niu KG2 Max is an electric scooter that has it all: a powerful motor, great range, stylish looks, and much more. We had a lot of fun riding it around, and were especially impressed at how it handled hills. The KickScooter front ring headlight cuts a real profile, and the red mechanical disc brakes on the front and rear wheels give it a sports car feel. To be sure, its actual range is a good deal less than its advertised range of 40 miles, especially when you're cruising up hills, but was plenty long enough to get us around for a week without recharging. You can also use the Neo app to customize the KickScooter ride, and even lock it. However, at 46 pounds, this is one heavy scooter. If you have to carry this up and down stairs, we recommend the Unagi Model 1 instead. But if weight is not a concern, this is a pretty awesome electric scooter. The NIU KickScooter Pro braking performance stopping from 15 miles per hour in 14.1 feet. It's strong enough to outbrake every scooter in its price class, but with no possibility of going over the handlebars. They've done this by using a small 75mm drum brake up front, which resists skidding, and a strong regenerative brake in the rear. The single brake lever on the left side activates both but does require a firm squeeze to get maximum stopping power. The rear brake won't skid under normal conditions, but gives you an extraordinary level of braking control if you feel like kicking it out sideways on purpose. The KickScooter Pro has the ride quality of a larger, more expensive scooter because NIU has used their extensive design experience to give the KickScooter Pro more of everything that makes a scooter feel stable and wobble-free: taller, wider handlebars, larger 10 in diameter tires, and a larger rake angle. All of which adds up to a lower chance of crashing if you take one hand off of the handlebars. In combination with a rock-solid frame and rear-wheel drive, all of these things make the KickScooter Pro a wobble-free, rattle-free corner-carving monster that makes you just want to keep riding and riding. 4. GoTrax GXL V2 Series Electric Scooter. The GXL V2 looks almost identical to the older, more expensive GoTrax XR Ultra. It has a rather thick down tube to accommodate the non-removable battery, a relatively thin deck and a very angular connector joining the two halves. The scooter is all black, save for one white section on the down tube with GoTrax emblazoned on the side. A single cable for the scooter's handbrake runs along the outside of the down tube. It sets the GoTrax apart, but not in a good way. While exposed brake lines are standard for many bikes, most electric scooters manage to conceal them within the body of the scooter itself. No matter, when you're spending less than $400, it's an acceptable trade-off. Atop the handlebars is a small bell and a small but functional display that shows you your speed and battery life. A single button turns the scooter on and off, and lets you switch between riding modes and activate the front headlight. There's no tail light, unfortunately. On the right side is a thumb-activated throttle lever. If you hold the lever down long enough, the GXL V2 turns on cruise control, so you don't need to hold the button down during your entire ride. Pressing the brake deactivates cruise control. GoTrax GXL V2 Review, Performance and Battery Life. The GXL V2 performed very well for its price, but its modest specs became very evident when I took it for a ride. With a single 250-watt motor, it scooted me along at speeds of up to 15 miles per hour on level surfaces. However, the GXL V2 had trouble getting me up steeper hills, especially when starting from a stop. That said, I'm about 6 feet tall and weigh upwards of 190 pounds, which is nearing the GXL V2's maximum weight limit. Those who are smaller and lighter will have an easier time of it. I did like the V2's 8.5-inch air-filled tires, which provided as smooth a ride as you'll get without shock absorbers. Its rear handbrake was nice and grippy, bringing me to a full stop quickly. Similarly, the scooter's 36V 5.2Ah lithium-ion battery gives it at best a range of around 12 miles. I rode it around for a little over 3 miles on mostly flat terrain with a few hills mixed in, and drained the battery about 30%, so I would expect to get about 9 miles on a charge. If you use this to commute to your office, you'll probably want to charge it up every night. 5. Razor E200 Electric Scooter. The Razor E200 is the best electric scooter for parents who want to get a scooter for their kids to safely ride around town. It comes in a variety of colors, and features twist grip acceleration controls, as well as a hand-operated front brake. The E200 tops out at 10 miles per hour but offers enough torque for heading uphill or over steep bumps. And with 40 minutes of drive time, that's plenty to get to school and back with a pit stop in between. The Razor E200 is available in a variety of colors and styles, so you should be able to find a model that best fits your child's personality. Just remember to get them a helmet. One caveat of the E200 is that it uses a chain drive motor, which can be noisier than hub motors, and could require some maintenance over time. Also, the E200 lacks a bell or reflectors of any kind, so you'll want to purchase some at a bike shop to help make your